and we're here to talk about the Sweet 16 and Elite 8. So, as you know, it's been a pretty great NCAA tournament so far, and I'm just going to go through my picks for the Sweet 16, and then I'll elaborate a little bit, and then I'll go through some of my Elite 8 picks as well. So, for the first game, it's Duke versus Virginia Tech. It's a 1 versus 4 matchup. I think Alexander Walker, Blackshear, and Justin Robinson, I think for Virginia Tech, they really give Duke a decent show, but Duke and Zion get revenge from the previous loss against Virginia Tech, and they beat them by at least 7, probably 7+ points. So LSU, Michigan State matchup. I have Michigan State here, but I definitely wouldn't be surprised if LSU pulled out an upset. LSU is a dominant team in the post, and they'll spread you out and do whatever they want to you, really. But I think Michigan State has what it takes to stop them, and I think Michigan State really overpowers LSU and kind of gives LSU a taste of its own medicine in a way. So that's the 2 and 3 matchup. Then the next region, the 1 versus 4, is Gonzaga versus Florida State. Florida State is a really fearless team, but Gonzaga is a better team, and so I think it would be a competitive matchup, but I think Gonzaga gets past the Sweet 16 and advances and beats Florida State. I think it would be a good game, but I don't think Florida State has enough talent or teamwork to beat a team like Gonzaga. The next matchup is Texas Tech versus Michigan. That's a 2 versus 3. And I think Michigan wins this very easily. I think Texas Tech comes in cold, and I think they just can't recover. I think they make it close in the second half, maybe, potentially, but I think Michigan kind of runs away with it and dominates from the start. Then Virginia versus Oregon, the 1 versus 12. So Oregon's obviously an underdog here, and I'm going to go with Virginia because Oregon's an underdog for a reason. They haven't been good during the season. Eventually their run will end, and Virginia's probably the best team in basketball right now, and I think they win very easily and show Oregon why they're the 12th seed. Then next game, Purdue versus Tennessee. That's a 2 versus 3 matchup. I think Tennessee, they've been struggling recently. They've beat Bradley by 7. They beat Colgate by 7, and they struggled with Iowa. And so I think they come out really strong. I think they don't underestimate the 3 seed that they're playing in Purdue. Purdue's a very talented team, but I think Tennessee takes it fairly easily because they're focused, and they're going to show that they're deserving of their 2 seed for the first time in the tournament. The next matchup, UNC versus Auburn. Something that gives Auburn fits is on-ball pressure. And so when UNC and Kobe White are able to put a lot of pressure on the ball and on Auburn's shooters, I think that's going to give them fits, and UNC will win it pretty handily. And then next matchup, Houston versus Kentucky. This is the last matchup. Houston's a very good team, but I have Kentucky advancing to the Elite 8 for the second time in 4 years. Okay, so that sets up my Elite 8 bracket, which is Duke versus Michigan State, Gonzaga versus Michigan, Virginia versus Tennessee, and UNC versus Kentucky.